SSA National Championship. This is the winner's bracket, and there's a little cut as Will drops a base hit into short left field. So leadoff man on for Los Borrachos. And this is a little bit of a surprise. I think coming in, we had some bigger name A teams that everybody thought was going to roll through the event. And Los Borrachos and Diesels find themselves in the winter bracket championship game. One of these two teams will play for the title. The other team can do no worse than third. Meanwhile, in the elimination bracket, two of the bigger named A teams, Dirty 38s and Fat Kids, are playing to see who will play the loser here. So here's Chew. One on, nobody out, top of the first. Glad you could join us.
Not you.
And unlike yesterday when I broadcast two games that were on field 2, that field had the wind blowing in. This one, it feels like it might be pushing a little bit right to left. So it's a little bit different here. And there's a walk. So we saw toward the end of the Fat Kid Diesel game that Vince DeLeo was having some slight control issues. And that brings up Dom, the left fielder. And a lot of people very high on Dom. And there's a high fly ball. Center fielder is there, makes the catch, and no advancement.
Will, they weren't playing on you, buddy. Come on.
So Will did not tag. And it brings up Luke, the center fielder. So Los Borrachos has been making very steady progress, moving up the ladder. We got some good-looking young players. And there's a little short pop-up, long run for the center fielder. Can't get there. Everybody will advance. So the center fielder, think he got fooled by the swing and couldn't get there. So bases are loaded, one out for Chops, the short center.
Hey, Will, Beer, get it in. Watch it for you. Hey.
So we'll run through some of the rules for those of you who are maybe joining us here in this Sunday morning after the top of the first here. Of course, the live stream is powered by Gold Rush Gaming. And we'll get you more info on that. And there's a little ground ball to the pitcher. Wide throw. First run of the ball game scores. And that ball was not hit very hard. And I think Vince looked like he had a little bit of a delay there. Like he was going to go to first and then last minute tried to flip to second. So bases are still loaded. And here comes Billy. And Billy drives it to left, and that's down. One run is in, 2 runs are in. Runner on first is going to go to third, 3-0. So Los Borrachos taking advantage of a walk, a little hesitation by the pitcher, and a little bloop in the center have put up a 3 spot. And here comes, looks like LeBron. And LeBron hits a fly ball to right.
Good.
Sneff will make the play. 4th run will score, 4-0. So if you're the Diesels here now, you got 2 outs. You're looking to put a Band-Aid on this and get into the dugout. Still a lot of game to go here. We're only in the top of the first.
Go.
And there's a swing, just tipped it. So Eloy in the box.
You're good. Watch yourself.
So we're down to 4 teams. Los Borrachos, Diesels, Fat Kids, and Dirty 38s. And there's a sky-high pop-up. Everybody chasing. And it drops. Eric's throw to the plate, not in time. 5th run scores. So Los Borrachos, a little momentum here. Couple of bloops in this inning.
Taking it.
Second baseman was playing pretty shallow.
Come on, your turn, baby.
And I believe this is Buds. So a walk, an error, and a couple of bloops have led to 5, and that's a fair ball down the line. That's going to score the 6th run. And the game has not started out well for Los Borrachos, or for Diesels.
Hey, Sean, get this in, baby.
And we see a lot of over-the-top enthusiasm in the first inning or two of ball games before both teams will settle in.
Hey, Sean.
And here comes Sean Keneally. As the Borrachos now have worked their way through their entire lineup here in the top of the first.
Eric, 2 months. You see what I see. You see what I see, Sean. 2 months. 2 months.
And the right fielder, Eric, might be a hair too deep for Sean. And there's a little ground ball, and it sneaks through. That's going to score the 7th run. Sean Keneally just hit a little roller. I'm not sure what happened there. There was a base runner, Sean Temple, the shortstop, and Patty O'Shea, the short center, both kind of stopped tracking the ball, and they're back to their leadoff man, Will. So 7-run outburst here for Los Borrachos.
Eric, in. Swing, Sean. Go, 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 go.
And there's a hard ground ball to Sean Temple. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So that was just if you're a Diesel fan, that was a nightmare of an inning. So let's run through some of the rules for some potential new viewers. This is Chicago-style 16-inch softball with no gloves. You're seeing it right. And 60-foot bases can lead off, but you can't steal. Pitcher gets a drag step because we're playing no glove. That's 1 step right, left, or back. 2 fakes or hesitation. 3rd arm action must be to deliver the ball home. Throw or fake to a base is considered one of those fakes or hesitations. 38 feet from the pitching rubber to the point of home plate. 6'12" on the arc, open count. We use heavy bats up to 38 ounces, 34 inches long, 2 1/4 on the barrel. 300 feet down the lines, 305 to dead center. Anything that bounces over, through, or under a fence will be a ground rule triple. And it is a 16-inch clincher. It is not a mush ball. So Los Borrachos really didn't have a lot of hard-hit balls in that inning, but a couple of bloops, an error, and a walk, and all of a sudden you got 7. So here's Eric Thies, the center fielder, leading off. So we'll see how Diesel reacts here in the bottom of the first. Los Borrachos has come out and punched him right in the mouth. That pitch is a little inside. Fat Kid snuck past Goodwood 8-7 in the 10 o'clock game, and that's going to be a fly out to right field for out number 1. And 30-38s, I believe that score was 11-1 or 2 over Splash. So the wind has kind of changed from where it was yesterday. And that's going to bring up Billy Stewart. And he strokes the first hit of the day for Diesels. And it's going to bring up Sean Temple, the shortstop. So again, there's a lot of game left. If you're the Diesels, you don't need all 7, but you'd like to come back and score 3 or 4 and maybe try to grab a little bit of this momentum back.
Good.
And there's a long fly ball. Center fielder tracking it, puts it away for out number 2. A little too much air under that ball allowed the center fielder to come get it. And there is some breeze at field level. It's pretty calm. We do notice at the top of the tree line there is movement. It's kind of been intermittent in terms of gusting on occasion. So here's Eric.
There you go.
And Sean Keneally's been around the block a little bit as a pitcher. And Eric, a little cut shot, and that's a fair ball down the line. Stewart will get to third. Eric into second. So with 2 outs here, Diesels put a couple of runners on. Second and third, it brings up Jeremy Valinsky catching in a big spot here. And if you're the Diesels trailing by 7, you need to pick up every run you can. So this is a big spot, even though it's only the first inning. And on deck is Pat Moran. And there's a little chopper to third, big high bounce, and he drops the ball at first. And the Diesels are on the ball, on the board. Big high hop, third baseman threw a strike. Runner was in the neighborhood as Valinsky was hustling down the line. First baseman just fumbled it. So runner's on the corner now for Pat Moran. Pat tries to go down the right field line. Second baseman makes the catch. So Pat trying to go down that right field line just kind of mishit it. 7-1 at the end of 1. So the live stream is powered by Gold Rush Gaming. If you're going to put video gaming in your establishment, give them a call. They are the gold standard. Call them at 630-307-0500 or email them at inquiries@goldrushgaming.com and let them know you heard about it on the live stream and that you're a big SSA fan. Please gamble responsibly.
Get us going, Chew. Let's go.
So 2, 3, 4, Chew, Dom, and Luke, scheduled hitters here for Los Borrachos.
Stay on them, boys. Let's go. Stay on.
And I think if you're Los Borrachos, challenge now is not to get complacent. You want to just continue trying to score runs here and hope maybe that you can impose your will on the Diesels.
Make them think, Chew. All right, now we hit.
So they're taking some pitches here.
All right, now base hit. Now base hit.
Two count.
Base hit, base hit, base hit.
And there's a hard ground ball to Temple, and he flips it over for out number 1. So a little better start to this inning. Brings up Dom,
Base hit, Don, base
the
hit.
shortstop. And there's a little chopper, and O'Shea can't handle it. So Patty O'Shea looked like he was trying to snatch and throw, worry about Dom's speed.
Come on, Luke. Let's go, Luke.
And the ball got right through him. So here's Luke, the center fielder.
First to third. Go, 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 go.
And there's a line drive between third and short base hit. So Los Barachos, after the leadoff man went down, has put the next two on. It brings up Chops. And I think Diesel's a little stunned here in the early going.
Find yours and give us a base hit, buddy.
The Barachos are swinging the bats early. And there's a little tapper. This time, with authority, throw is high. They do get the fielder's choice for out number 2. And I think had that throw been on target, it would have been a double play.
Hey, we spin right here.
Brings up the second baseman, Billy.
A little slow, a little late.
And right now, Diesels needs a goose egg.
You're scoring. Just get him down. With the swing, you go. Go, 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 go.
And there's a ball toward the gap, and that's going to drop. Another run scores. Dom will Chops will easily get to third. So Barachos get that run back. And that brings up LeBron.
Hey, with the swing you go, Billy. Go, go, go.
And LeBron flips it over short. They score another run. Billy's going to cruise into third. So Los Barachos. First inning, they got some breaks. This inning, they're throwing some clean hits out there. Of course, the little ground ball error by the short center here, also playing big. Sean Temple going to slow the game down. I'm not sure if they have a backup pitcher or not. It's going to bring up Eloy once we get going here. And you can tell I don't think the Diesels were expecting an onslaught. As good as their defense was yesterday against the Fat Kids, kind of letting them down a little bit in this ball game. And there's a line drive base hit. Another run scores. So Los Barachos opening it up here. And here comes Buds, the first baseman. Two more runners on base here.
Not you, Buds.
And there's a ball that might be on the other diamond.
Just a little out in front.
Like I said, I'm not sure if they have a backup pitcher, but
2 strikes, 2 outs.
right now, LeBron, Vince, DeLeo,
Yeah, it's a hit.
is getting roughed up a little bit.
Eli, get on his ass.
So here's Buds. If he plugs the gap here. Little overhand cut. Pat Moran, long run. foul ball with 2 strikes. But in the inning, they score 3 more. They take a 10-1 lead here. As we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. And so far it's been all Barachos. That's why in these games, you know, the logic is you like to be the home team. You like to be the home team, but sometimes this is what happens. You know, you win the toss, you feel good, and the other team just punches you in the mouth, and they're not making it easy on Buds over here. That's for sure. Because they had some erratic throwing in infield practice. So here's Charlie Gimler. Then it'll be Grant Kerr and Patty O'Shea. And if you're the Diesels now, you need to put a crooked number up. Because right now, Los Barachos free swinging it. And there's a little slow roller, little pitch and catch. And that's going to be out number 1. So here we go now. It's going to be Grant Kerr. And that's a ball. And the Diesels are all still up along the fence line inside the dugout. So they're not disconnected from the game, but they're kind of a team looking for a spark right now.
G, what do you want? What do you want, G?
And that pitch is inside, so Grant Kerr working the count. And there's a ball, so they get a base runner. And of course, when you're up 9, you don't want to walk anybody. Brings up Patty O'Shea, short center. And he hits a ground ball to Dom. And they twist right around the horn. Good turn there by Chops. We head to the top of the 3rd, 10-1. Barachos. Gonna grab a little water, folks. It's been a long weekend. I'll be right back. And I'm back. You know, it's always interesting because when you get these young teams and they get to this level, this deep in a tournament, and then they play real well on a Saturday, you just never know how they're going to come back on a Sunday.
Stay hot, John. Stay hot.
And Sean Sean Keneally trying to distract the pitcher. And there's a ground ball over to Sean Temple. And Luke Gimler dropped it. And took him a long time to pick it up.
Oh, he's just slow.
But so Sean Keneally is a good dude. Coach said, no, you got it because you're slow. And Sean says, no, actually, it's because I hit the ball too hard. So they're back to. So here we go. They're back to the top of their lineup. So we're in the third inning, and leadoff man here already working on his third at-bat.
Go, Will. Stay hot, kid.
So Will would chew on deck.
Not you, kiddo. Not you.
Again, still got a little time here, but and there's a little overhand cut to Patty O'Shea. Luke Gimler picks that up for out number 2. It brings up Chu. And it almost looks, looking at some of the Diesel infielders, sometimes when you don't play multiple games in a short period of time and you're not used to it, sometimes you end up with a little bit of a dead arm. Patty O'Shea, after he threw that ball, was kind of shaking his right arm a little bit.
Anywhere you like it, kid. Wide open for you.
So the first thing that you need to see here if you're Diesels is you'd like to get a goose egg. And Brad, the umpire, throwing the ball back shows you why he's not playing. Patty O'Shea gets a hand on it.
Stay there.
Safe.
Stay here. Stay here. Stay here. Let Dominic swing. On the base.
So that was actually a terrific play. Patty O'Shea got a hand on it. The ball deflected to Charlie Gimler, who made an athletic play to get the throw over here. But Luke Gimler just couldn't pick it up. And that brings up Dom. And he lashes one. It gets past Temple. Chu's going to get to third. Dom's going to try to go in. And he's out. He slid off the bag. He's trying to claim he got pushed. But on the slide, before there was even a tag, he was clearly off the bag there. And Richie Hennessy, the umpire, was right there watching it. He clearly slid off the bag before there was a tag applied. And he was trying to get back to the bag. Richie Hennessy was in a good position there. So they get the goose egg, still 10-1. And here comes Luke Gimler. Then it'll be Vince DeLeo and Eric Thies. And to show you, we're in the bottom of the third. The 10 and 11 hitters have not hit yet for Diesels. And meanwhile, the top 4 hitters on Los Barachos already got 3 at-bats. So that'll show you the discrepancy in the offenses. And that ball just nipped the plate. Now these bottom 2 hitters, they really got to concentrate because they need to get on base because they need to get some base runners for the top of the order. And there's a little push shot, and that was a strange play. I thought it would have been easier for Dom, the shortstop, to run over there. The third baseman, LeBron, was kind of going after it, but he had a weird angle, and the ball dropped in play. I think had Dom really gone after it aggressively and called for it, he had the better angle and view of it. So new life for Luke Gimler. And he pops it up on the infield. Short center is there, but Dom that time took charge. Short center, Chops was calling for it, but Dom took over, made the play. So 1 up, 1 down here. And now they're going to pinch hit. For the pitcher. And there's a ground ball off the pitcher, deflected. Second baseman can't make the play off the deflection. So here's Eric Thies, 1 out here. Diesels need to stretch a few hits together here. And see, I don't like that move. If the pinch hitter is capable of running, why would you want to bring your pitcher back in case you spun the lineup and you wanted to put his bat in there a second time, say, in this inning? And there's a ground ball fumbled by LeBron. Couple of breaks here, a couple of base runners. Brings up Billy Stewart. And that was a relatively easy ground ball. I don't think LeBron's happy. He's making some gestures like he thought he should have it. Kind of made a gesture like he was going to kind of catch and throw to second. And he just didn't catch the ball. So here's Billy Stewart. Big spot here. 1 out, 2 on. You're down by 9. And you got your second place hitter up. And he hits a ball that's going to be gobbled up by the center fielder. It's Billy Stewart. Just kind of golfed that right at the center fielder. And here comes Sean Temple. And these are the kind of innings when you're down like this that you have to get something out of it. When your bottom helps you out with the pinch hitter and then your leadoff man follows it. This is only the bottom of the third, Pete. Never understood why coaches felt like they had to be a foot from the base. Pitches inside with Eric on deck.
Give me 2 more, Ben. He ain't doing nothing. Go ahead.
And there's just a little slow roller. Throw to first in time. So a little mini threat goes by the board. Huh? Hey, give me a score of that Fat Kid game, would you? So I'm going to send Pat Caputo over. We'll get you a score of that Fat Kid game. And I got to tell you, Los Barachos, as we head to the top of the 4th, every inning they have a huddle. And they do the Los Barachos, keep hitting. And right now, Diesel just hasn't been able to generate any offense whatsoever. And I think that they're a couple of runs away from maybe giving up the ghost here. as I think they're still in shock from that top of the first. So here's Luke, the center fielder, and he drives one out, and that's going to drop into left center for a leadoff double. So Baracho's just free swinging here, and they're rolling along. We've got Patty Caputo going to get a score over there on the Fat Kids 38 game. And once we get the update there, we will make a determination. Maybe we'll slide over there. And there's a little ground ball, little bobble. Runner does move into third. So Chops gives himself up, just rolls it over here. Now with only one out, and Billy coming up. And there's the fly ball. So Baracho's executing, and he gets it over Moran. 11th run scores. This is going to be a solo home run. Throw to the plate, not in time. So he just needed a fly ball. He airmailed a bomb over Moran. 12-1. So Dirty 38's leading the Fat Kids 8-3. The loser of this ball game will play the winner of that game. Of course, the Fat Kids had a little trouble scoring runs on that diamond yesterday. And LeBron will be the first hitter as Luke Gimler goes to the hill. They take the catcher, Jeremy Valinsky, and he moves over to first. And Billy Stewart, who is EHing, goes in to catch. So field 2 has been the bugaboo of the Fat Kids. They just haven't been able to score runs when they've played on that diamond. And it's a little different breeze today. And LeBron off the trademark, but right to Eric. Just kind of caught that near the trademark. And Baracho's now, we're only in the top of the fourth. They are winning by 11. The mercy rule is 10. So the Diesels are looking at maybe 2 more at-bats if they don't score any runs. And there's a high fly ball. And Moran catches it. But they put a couple more up. They lead 12-1. Heading to the bottom of the fourth. We'll watch one more half inning here, folks. See if the Diesels can cut into this lead, and then we'll take a walk over and we'll monitor the Fat Kids Dirty 38 game. And I think part of the problem in this game is Diesels have not really stressed the Los Baracho defense very much. They haven't really hit a lot of balls hard. So it's going to be Eric, Jeremy, and Pat Moran. And the Dirty 38s. They lost to Los Barachos yesterday. And there's a ground ball. Dom, not in time. Athletic play by Dom, ranged far to his left. Of course, Eric played for me on Mudville for a very brief period of time. I'm not pronouncing his last name. He said I butchered it. And I said, do you want me to screw with your streak? He said, no. He said, keep doing what you're doing. He actually called me coach. It's always nice when you get a former player to give you that moniker. And Eric is joking with the first baseman that today is much more pleasant, that he started sweating the minute he got out of his car yesterday. So Jeremy Valinsky trying to get something going here. Nobody out, runner on. And Sean's been around the block. He's made a point of not being robotic. And there's, he pulls his hands in and dropped by the left fielder. He got it, had it, hit the ground, slid, and the ball popped out. So the first two hitters on here for Pat Moran. And that's all you can do right now. If you're Diesels, you're not thinking about moving runners. You're not thinking about advancing anybody. Your sole function here is look for your best ball and get a base hit. Because right now, that's the only way you can really help the team. And I like the fact that they're still taking pitches. They're not just going up there and swinging the swing. Of course, no stealing. So Sean Keneally falling behind a couple of hitters. Still like what he's doing. He's keeping them off balance. And there's a little flare, and that's going to drift foul. Pat tried to go down that right field line his last at bat, and he hit a real soft fly ball to the right fielder, and Pat's a big, strong kid here. And Moran dumps a hit, and Eric Sneff is going to stop at second. Bases loaded, nobody out. Brings up Charlie Gimler. Bases loaded here. Grant Kerr on deck. Couple of hits right now. They may start to work their way back into this ball game. And he kind of just spun that straight back. So this has been a terrific weekend. A lot of great softball was played. We saw a lot of really good young players. I keep saying that on these broadcasts, but I'm so excited because there's a little roller. Sean Keneally, a little problem, but he will get an out. Second run does score.
Hey, you got one.
And they cut into the lead by a run. Here's Grant Kerr. Still only one out here. Pat Moran runs pretty well. I think a base hit could put two more on the board here. And then Patty O'Shea on deck. And there's a little roller. It's going to score another run. And I think if you're the Barachos, you're more than happy trading those 2 outs, even though there were 2 runs scored. There's another run at third base now for Patty O'Shea. And there's a little pop-up center field. That'll do it. So after having the bases loaded, nobody out, Diesel's only scored 2. 12-3 heading to the top of the 5th. Sure, the Barachos are going to try to get another run. So a lot of good stuff coming up. Of course, in July, in a couple of weeks, we'll be at the Nicky Lopez charity softball tournament. Nicky putting that on along with Chicago White Sox. And then, of course, we got Papa Hops coming up. We'll be live streaming that. Class Speed National Championship Tournament. And hopefully we're going to be able to sneak out maybe to the Terry Moran all in the same weekend. We'll have the wrap-up show with Jerry Brown this week. And we'll run through some of the Chicago Summer Series leaders again.
Anyway, bud, make him come. Make him think a little bit. Make him think a little bit.
Here's the first baseman, and he rakes one into right. Left field gets past Moran. That's going to allow the big man to get to second as Buds just hammered a ball down that left field line.
Pinch hitter.
And here comes a pinch hitter. Sean? Okay, so Sean. Jimmy hitting for Sean. Usually when you put the pinch hitter in, you're not really asking him just to give himself up. So they're going to let the young man swing, and he comes through. First and third. So Los Barachos. And it's always interesting when some of the guys on the bench get in and they get hit, and their teammates are so supportive of them. And the Barachos are a very tight-knit group. Steve Rodriguez does a great job, runs it almost like extended family. So here's Will, the leadoff man. And Will dumps a hit, another run scores. And Barachos have been just relentless. And Chu swings and sweeps it to Eric. No advancement. And it brings up Dom. So Barachos up 10. Top of the 5th.
Ready to go. Ready to go.
And Dom leans on it, but right at Moran, and he makes the catch.
Go, 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 go.
Everybody tags, and they move up. So Dom crushed it, but right at Pat Moran made the catch. Brings up Luke. So it'll be interesting to see And there's a long fly ball. Way, net drops. 2 more runs are going to score. 15-3 Barachos.
Got a pinch hitter.
Ryan for chops. Pinch hitting. 15-3. And we'll be walking over here at the end of that half inning. We'll head over to the Fat Kid Dirty 38s.
No pressure, Ryan. Just give us a base hit. Be a hitter, kid. Be a hitter. You got to come to you.
Man, this has just been a very impressive performance by Los Barachos.
All right, now we hit.
This is the diamond they beat the Dirty 38s on, so they've played a few games on it. And we purposefully tried to, throughout the tournament, we wanted to make sure that teams were having to play on the different diamonds because of the conditions. On each diamond is a little different, and that'll do it. So we're going to take a walk over. We'll get you caught up on that Fat Kids Dirty 38 game. And when you were growing up, your mama told you you might have days like this. So we'll take a walk over here, see what's happening here with the Fat Kids in 38s. Last score we had was 8-3. And we'll see what's going on. We'll cut through the 38 lineup. I don't like to disrupt the team if they're down. So Baracho's swinging the bats really well. It's kind of a coming out party for them this weekend. So we'll get up to speed here. We'll see what's happening. What's the score?
8-6, bottom 5.
You guys winning?
Yes.
Okay, bottom 5. What are you talking about? 8-6. So the Fat Kids have tightened it up. Bottom of the 5th, Dirty 38's leading. .38s were up 8-3 at one point. So of course you never want to stop scoring. This looks like Mike Cruz in the box with Jason Camarillo on deck. And there's a swing and a base hit. So Mike Cruz throws out a single here in the bottom of the 5th and brings up the top of the lineup with Jason Camarillo and then Tommy Boyle.
Hey, Jay, wait for yours. Hey, he's got to come here. Wait for yours. Jay, let's go.
So the bottom of the lineup, Mike Cruz comes through, puts the leadoff man on in a 2-run ball game. Again, yesterday the wind was blowing in. Here on this diamond, it feels like it's blowing out toward right center.
Hey, Jay.
So a lot of people I talked to coming in today thought the winner, if these two teams were to meet, was the favorite to come back and still win the event. That'll be yet to be seen. But this is a matchup you might have thought you might have seen in the winter bracket championship game, but it's been such a good weekend, and there's a lot of parity in that A.
Hey, let him come to you, Jay. Let him come to you. Way to work him. 2-1.
So the 38s now clinging to a 2-run lead.
Hey, what you like, Jay? Let's go. Let's go. Stay hungry, Jay.
And he catches a strike. I'm going to turn the scoreboard off so we're not confusing you guys. This is the Fat Kids in the 38s.
All it takes is one, Jay. Let's go.
8-6. Bottom of the 5th.
Hey, Q. Let's go.
Camarillo flares one down the right field line. And Joe dropped it, but plenty of time to throw to second. Nice job there by the short center. Leaned back, caught the big long hop.
Hey, we got the one we wanted. Cowboy Joe. Hey, we got the one we wanted on.
And that's going to bring up Tom Boyle.
Hey, let's go, Tom. We need you right here. Good, Al. Good. Tony, striker now. Yes. Okay, good. 1-1 count. One dead, E. Hey, Mark, you got him good.
And there's a high fly ball, and that's going to drop. Here comes Camarillo. He'll stop at third. Boyle stays hot as he throws a double down the right field line.
Let's go, man. Check the fuck in today, man. Hey, Notes. Wait for yours, Notes. Hey. You're going to give him what you like, Notes.
So we put the updated scoreboard up in this bonus coverage. Brings up Anthony Mysak.
Notes, what I fucking tell you, man?
Second and third, base hit to tie the ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. And there's a long ball down that line, way fouling out of play. So the outfielder, Mark, is going to take his time. She walks down that line as Noach hit it way out of play. And this is a good chance for me to grab a little water, folks. And we see that the Los Borrachos diesel game is in fact over. Los Borrachos advances to the 2024 SSA Tom X Czarnik Class A No Glove National Championship game. They'll be playing Los Borrachos, big. Yeah, big. And they'll be playing either Diesels, Fat Kids, or Dirty 38s. So congratulations. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not 18. We'll correct that on the scoreboard. Thank you, Lane.
You don't need a big lead. You're scoring the hit anyway.
I got a lot of glare here, so.
You're scoring on the hit anyway. You don't need a big lead. I'm done with you, Tom.
We'll get that corrected. It's 8-6.
Well, let me call it, Blue. 1-1, Tony? Yeah. 1-1.
Okay, there you go. 8-6.
31, no, you don't want to.
Good catch, Lane.
Put it on focus. One out. Hey, gotta be good. Gotta be good. Notes.
I love my viewers. They pay attention to everything.
Don't chase, kid.
So here we go. A little punchy late in the weekend. And there's a ball, so the bases are loaded for Matt Peckus.
Hey, patience, man. He's got to come to you, Matty. Let's go. Man, you don't gotta go.
If I'm not mistaken, there might only be one out here. So, big moment in this ball game. Loser is eliminated. Winner plays Diesels in the get-back game.
Hey, get that ball outfield.
And Matt's strong enough to hit a deep enough fly ball to where Tom Boyle might be able to tag and score from second.
Come on, Kane! Come on, Kane!
And that's certainly, I think, a little bit what's on Matt's mind.
What do you mean?
Hey, all it takes is one, Matty. All it takes is one.
Let's go, 14! Lead us, Kane!
Matty, get back, kid.
Keep it fair, Kane!
And there's a base hit. That's going to tie the game. Noach is going to stop at third. Matt Peckus, big hit, ties the game in the bottom of the fifth.
Hey, Chulo, need this run right here. Let's go, one out.
So after trailing in the ballgame 8-3 earlier, Fat Kids come back, and here's Alberto over to second, throw to first, double play. So Oshinsky gets the double play, maybe a hitter late. We're all tied heading to the top of the sixth, 8-8.
Gotta hit, y'all.
So again, down 5, the Fat Kids have come back to tie the ball game. And there's the Diesel, or the Dirty 38's best fan, that little dog. Heard him barking a second ago, encouraging the team to get with it. So bottom 2 hitters coming up here for the 38s. This has got a whole new ball game here, top of the 6th. And a little quirk in the schedule. I believe everything from here on out is going to be on field 1. And there's a little ball hit toward the gap, a dive, he can't get to it, and that's going to allow the hitter to get to second. Brandon Molino couldn't get there, he dove. He got a hand on it, but that allowed, when he didn't make the catch, for the runner to get to second. Sometimes you're better off laying up and just holding that man to a single. Now, if you're Allen here, what you want to do is try to get that hit.
Hey, 2-inning game, Al. Do your job.
To pull the ball. And you want to make sure you get that runner to third in the worst case scenario.
Hey, we're playing a 2-inning game, Al.
And now yesterday we saw Al hit some long balls down that right field line. And there he hits a high fly ball. And the throw to third is going to be a strong throw, but not in time. So he does the job. He made sure he elevated. And now with 1 out, you got your leadoff man. Now the only drawback is Joe does like to work this side of the field at times. Alberto Magana now kind of deep. If he hits a slow roller, that should score a run here. And that's all he did, and Magana will make the play.
Go, Joe!
But the Dirty 38s reclaimed the lead at 8-7. Or 9-8, excuse me. Now, that's where Brandon Molino selling out, trying to catch the leadoff man's sinking line drive, costs you. So nobody on, run in here, top of the 6th. And there's a base hit toward the gap. And he took the turn, but a great job there by Emilio Engel to get it in. And, you know, Brandon Molina is still kind of, I don't know what he did there. He keeps bringing that hand down, not quite at the groin level, but a little deeper on his right leg. So, again, you got Julian here. He got the big monster hit against Bankroll in a game we televised. And there he goes Oppo, but it's right at the right fielder. Jesse Rosado makes the catch. We head bottom of the sixth. 38's back on top by a run, 9-8. So good job there. Second to last place hitter got a double. Your last place hitter moved them. And then the top found a way to score them. So I believe this is Rainier leading off. Then it'll be Engel. I'm not sure how they got their lineup structured, so I don't know who the third place hitter would be here today. But bottom of the sixth, one-run game. A couple of the bigger named A teams butting heads here at the 2024 SSA Tom Egg Czarnik Class A No Glove National Championship Tournament. And we'll be back on the air at 2:30 for the championship game and if game. And there's a hard ground ball to Julian, long one-hop throw in time. And that was on purpose there. Julian was very deep. Instead of really trying to come over the top, he just threw a very polite, easy one-hopper over the wick at first. So here's Emilio Engel. And now with the wind blowing out, he's sneaky. He's got some pop. And he hits it right at Julian, and again, does the one-hop throw. Again, I think the reason, you can see where the shadow is. So I think that there might be an issue maybe a little bit with the first baseman. If you get it up, and they got to lift their head a little bit. So Julian is making sure. Here's Molina. Let's see if he hits the ball, how he runs. Because after he hit the carpet, he looked like he may have shook himself up a little bit. And there's a line drive, and it gets over to short center. Yeah, he's moving okay, so whatever it is, might have just been temporary. And here's Nick Jones, a two-out base runner. Bottom of the sixth here, 9-8. 38. Looks like Angelo Feliciano on deck, and there's a high pop-up. Right fielder Joe makes the catch. We head to the seventh. One-run game. 38's looking for insurance. Fat Kid's trying to hold it here. So it's going to be 4-5-6 coming up for the dirty 38s. Fat Kids will be toward the bottom of the lineup with Angelo Feliciano leading off in the bottom half. And this is a little bit of a change here. Yesterday they had Connor Grove, the big guy right there in the pink shirt, hitting in the four hole, so they flip-flopped him. And there's a towering fly ball. Rosado there almost came in too far but made the catch. So that was a high, majestic pop-up. And the Fat Kids are very scrappy. And they will move base runners. So if you're a 38 fan, it would behoove them to get a run here. And there's a strike. And Angelo He's turned into a pretty good pitcher. A lot of pickoff moves. He tends to be pretty calm on the mound. And there's a high pop-up for an out. So a couple of high lazy fly balls this inning. And you want to keep Mark off the bases. He's lightning fast. Can run with anybody in the game. And if he gets on, he gives a lot of pressure to the other team, especially on a base hit with Wicklund on deck. And there's a little soft pop to Nick Jones. I was talking to Mark yesterday, and I was talking and encouraging him to look at the field and to see where the biggest holes were. And a lot of fast guys think they have to just put it on the ground toward third. But an excellent ball, if you can develop it, is hitting the ball to the second baseman's right hand where he's got to throw across his body while he's moving. And if you don't smoke it with the way a guy like Marcus runs, it's pretty much a guaranteed hit. So it's going to be Angelo Feliciano leading off. If he gets on, I'm pretty sure they'll run for him if they haven't hit for him earlier in the game. Mike Cruz on deck. Then I believe they'll be back to their top. Right when we joined in that bottom of the fifth, Cruz got a big hit in that two-run rally.
Good start.
And ideally, if you're the 38s, you don't want to see Tom Boyle up, who's been absolutely on fire the entire summer. There's a ground ball, short center, long throw, and he just kind of flipped it over there. Wicklund was trying to stretch. He had time to plant and throw. And Rosado can't run. There's no courtesy. They would have to use a pinch runner. So that is a big opening of the door there. So Rosado must not be playing right field.
What's the play?
Not sure what happened there. But if Rosado is in right field, he can't run for another player. So he's not, he didn't play right? Okay, so Rainier is in right. Here's Mike Cruz, so that's okay then. That's just a substitution. Again, we joined the game late, folks. So Mike Cruz, and he hits a high fly ball. Throw to second, the runner tags. So Mike Marola called him out. He's going to go ask for help for Tony Ward. Mike was on the right field side.
Oh, that's Mike's call all day.
Tony Ward, so they call him out at second. That's a big play. Short center made a swipe effort at a tag. Again, where we're at, we can't see if he made contact. I know it's on tape. Short center is acting as though, so there's 2 outs here.
Somebody get control of the game. Let's go.
So Julian is telling the pitcher he was out. Mike Marola was in a great spot. 2 outs for Jason Camarillo. And that was a fantastic throw. Whether he beat it or not, it was right on the money. We have seen some outfielders with some big throws. Now there's 2 outs, nobody on here, bottom of the 7th. And Jesse Rosado, I had the camera on the catch, so I don't know if he really busted hard. I assume he did. Jesse's a high motor kid. But we have seen some left fielders, Pat Moran last night. And there's a little ground ball, throw to first, and the 38s hold on. So it's going to be Diesels in the 38s in the get-back game. Winner gets Barachos. We'll be back with all that action.